Hello, it is Saturday, November 12th, 2011 at 1:36 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm trying to make sense of some HAARP rings that I see occurring here in Missouri. You can see right here, 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 and here. First of all, I want to show you that on AccuWeather there's nothing showing up. This is the U.S. snow, ice, rain radar, and there's really nothing going on here. There's something way up here, but that's outside of where we're looking. And if I turn it to high res, you got a little something showing up, but really not much. These other ones aren't showing at all. If I go to IntelliCast, this is the new IntelliCast that they upgraded yesterday. And they're kind of showing up here. They look more like a blob. But yeah, you can see an edge here, and an edge here, and an edge here. But nothing like what's showing up. I'm going to close these a minute. Nothing like what's showing up here. How well defined. And some people are trying to say, well, these are the edge of the radar. And to some degree that's true. But that's not what's causing the problem, I don't think, from what I'm seeing here. This is Missouri. This is Kansas, Oklahoma. And this is Kansas City. This is Topeka, Kansas. And this is Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Springfield, Missouri. So first we're going to go look at Kansas City. I think that's the one I've got up, yes. I'm going to go ahead and play a loop. And you can see this is the edge of the radar, I assume, because these clouds are getting cut off here. And notice it's not this ring, it goes outside of that ring. But there's no clouds in here in the center. And this is highly, I call it staticky, but it's got the full range of colors. It's got down here to the aqua blues all the way up to the reds, and it looks like there might even be some pink and whites in there. Unfortunately, I can't open these ahead of time. I can only have one open at a time, so I'm going to have to keep opening them, but bear with me. So then I go to Topeka, Kansas, and run that loop. And notice again there's a point here where we lose all the clouds. There's nothing in the center. But there is some going along here, and there is some running along this edge. Okay. Now this is Kansas City right here. So these clouds are running right next to Kansas City. Here's a county section line, here's kind of another section of county lines. So they're running right across the interstate here. So I'm going to go back. And we're going to go look at Kansas City. Play the loop. Where we were looking before was like 2 counties over. Here's one line, county section, and here's the other one. But there's no clouds showing up here. They're only showing kind of out in this outer ring area again, outside of, a little bit on the inside of this. But there's no clouds here, or no precipitation, or whatever it's reading. Somehow this whole center area of Kansas City is canceling out, here's Topeka right over here, is canceling out what Topeka was showing on its outer ring. So let's go back and look at I want to look back at this. So when we look at it on this radar, it's showing this to some degree, But see, we got this blank section here. See, so it's showing on this, but not, it wasn't showing on the Kansas City itself, just by itself, but it's showing on this, but yet something's canceling out this whole area in here, these edge of these rings, because you can see this one cloud's going through. It starts here, see right there, and but then it gets erased, but then it reappears. See that? Now if I go look at the visible satellite of that area, we'll look at the last 12 images because it won't take long to load it. You can see that there's definitely whatever's, let me slow down a little bit. Here's Kansas City right here, and here's Topeka over here. So what's ever coming across is definitely in that area. I mean, it looks like the densest part is right in here. And it was right in here that the gaps were. Now this is more up to date than what we were just looking at. This goes from 1631 to 1931 UTC on November 12th. So this is the end of the loop. So this is right now. And this is at the beginning. So we've got this cloud moving through. So I'm going to go back and go ahead and load the 48 image loop of the radar. I know I'm not nailing this, but I think it's getting closer. There's a canceling out that's happening. So let's go look at Springfield right down in here. And on this radio we got clouds going kind of through the middle, right through the middle of it. And we should be able to see this gap that's right here that nothing's touching. See, when my mouse is there, nothing touches it. So let's load that one and run the loop. And here again you see there's nothing in this whole area. So maybe that section in here is the combination of the I'd like to get all these running at the same time. That would really help. And I'm going to see if I can try to do that. But anyway, I hope that helps you to see what the elements are, and maybe somebody else can figure it out from here. And I'll keep working on it myself. So we'll go back one more time and look at the other radar. We're keeping in mind here there's no clouds in the center. We've got clouds running, and this is current. What's running to the current, which ends at 1939. And here's Springfield, where we just were looking at, and of course there's lots of clouds right there. And it's not just it's at the edge of the radar because it's right at the center. Also, from what I heard, precipitation was supposed to switch these to precipitation mode, which would give us a green on this particular radar, and that's not happening either unless there's 3 modes. So that's it. More later as I find things. Thank you, and God bless you, and have a really good day.